Olivia Daniels sat at her desk, engrossed in her latest coding project. As a brilliant software engineer, she reveled in digital realm where lines of code translated into complex programs. Her life seemed content until one fateful evening, she received an anonymous email. The sender's identity was masked behind layers of encryption, but the message content sent shivers down her spine. "I know all your secrets, Olivia," the email read. "You can't hide from me." Panic surged through her veins as she tried to dismiss it as a prank or spam, but as days passed, more messages arrived, each revealing intimate details about her life. The stalker seemed to know everything: her daily routine, her friends, her deepest fears. Olivia's sense of security shattered as the stalker invaded her digital sanctuary. Determined to protect herself, Olivia confided in her closest friend Marcus. A cybersecurity expert, he promised to help her trace the anonymous sender. They spent countless hours analyzing headers, IP addresses, and encryption methods, but the stalker tracks remained elusive. As messages intensified, so did Olivia's paranoia. Every stranger on the street seemed like a potential threat. She couldn't help but wonder who harbored such hatred for her. The virtual world that once brought her joy now became a sinister space, filled with lurking dangers. Sleepless nights turned into weeks, and Olivia's once vibrant spirit began to wane. Her every move online felt scrutinized, and she no longer trusted her digital connections. She withdrew from social media, fearing that her stalker might be among her virtual friends. The turning point came one night when Olivia noticed a shadowy figure outside her window. A hooded silhouette just beyond the reach of her streetlights sent shivers down her spine. Was the stalker stalking her in real life too, or was it just her imagination playing tricks on her? Her heart raced as she called Marcus, and he rushed to be by her side. They searched the area, but the mysterious figure had vanished without a trace. The incident left Olivia shaken and even more determined to unmask her tormentor. As the cyberstalking continued, Olivia's friends and colleagues began to question her sanity. They dismissed the emails as spam and suggested she seek therapy, but she knew the truth. Someone was watching her every move, and the threat was real. As Olivia delved deeper into the investigation with Marcus, the web of online identities and hidden connections became increasingly intricate. The cyberstalker seemed to have a chameleon-like ability to adopt different personas, making it challenging to pinpoint the true identity. The digital pursuit led them down the labyrinth of dark corners of the internet. They explored hidden forums, encrypted chat rooms, and even the infamous dark web, where most sinister activities lurked in the shadows. Amongst the anonymity and decrypted communications, the cyberstalker appeared to be master manipulator, leaving little trace of their real self. Olivia's life was now consumed by the investigation. Sleep was scarce and her focus on her regular work dwindled. The digital realm became her obsession, and paranoia followed her everywhere. Every unfamiliar face or unrecognizable number sent her heart pounding, wondering if it was a possible lead to the stalker's identity. Marcus too felt the weight of the investigation bearing down on him. His skills as a cybersecurity expert were put to the ultimate test, and he couldn't afford to make any mistakes. His loyalty to Olivia pushed him to work tirelessly, but the fear of letting her down was ever present. As they followed digital breadcrumbs, they uncovered various suspects who could be potential stalkers. From disgruntled former colleague to online trolls, the list was extensive. Each lead they pursued seemed to lead to a dead end, as if the stalker reveled in the cat-and-mouse game. In their search, Olivia stumbled upon a group of individuals who had experienced cyberstalking themselves. Together they formed an online support network sharing their harrowing stories of a relentless harassment. Through this community, Olivia found some solace, knowing that she wasn't alone, even though the fear never truly subsided. One night, while scouring through the obscure online communities, they stumbled upon a thread that seemed eerily familiar. A user named Digital Phantom shared experience of cyberstalking with chilling details that mirrored Olivia's own ordeal. The more they read, the more convinced they became that Digital Phantom was in fact the elusive stalker. A glimmer of hope ignited in Olivia's heart, and yet she knew they had to tread carefully. Confronting the stalker directly could lead to dangerous consequences, so they decided to gather more evidence before taking any action. With the support of the online community, they devised a plan to bait the stalker into revealing more about themselves. The tension mounted as they lured the stalker into a digital trap, hoping to expose their true identity, but the plan took an unexpected turn when the stalker seemed to anticipate their every move. It was as if the digital predator had transformed into a digital phantom, always one step ahead. The encounter with the digital phantom left Olivia on edge. The stalker's ability to anticipate their moves had shaken her belief in her own security measures. It was as if the digital world became a malevolent entity watching her every move. Marcus worked tirelessly, analyzing every piece of data they had gathered, searching for the smallest clue to unmask the stalker. He knew the consequences of failure were dire, not just for Olivia's safety, but for her peace of mind. In an effort to escape the suffocating digital atmosphere, Olivia attended a tech conference in the hope of finding support from her peers. She tried to put on a brave front, pretending that everything was normal, but beneath her facade, fear gnawed at her. At the conference, Olivia met Alex, a fellow software engineer who seemed genuinely interested in their work. They exchanged stories of coding triumphs and shared their passion for technology. Olivia found comfort in Alex's company, but the looming threat of the stalker never left her thoughts. However, as the days progressed, Olivia couldn't shake the feeling that Alex knew more than he let on. He seemed too well informed about her recent project, almost as if he had been spying on her. Doubt clouded her mind, and she questioned whether she should trust anyone anymore. The tech conference turned into an emotional roller coaster, oscillating between moments of joy and episodes of paranoia. Olivia's sense of reality crumbled, and she struggled to discern friend from foe. As she distanced herself from the attendees, she couldn't help but notice a figure in the dark hood observing her from afar. Fear gripped Olivia once again, and she immediately alerted Marcus about unsettling encounter. Marcus urged her to stay calm and avoid unnecessary confrontations. He promised to investigate the mysterious figure while she focused on maintaining a semblance of normalcy. Back in the safety of her apartment, Olivia's mind raced with questions. Had the stalker infiltrated her social circles too? Was Alex truly an ally, or was he another pawn in Stalker's twisted game? Marcus continued with his investigation, meticulously analyzing every lead that pointed to Digital Phantom. The trail led him to the dark web, where he discovered a hidden network of cyberstalkers, sharing tactics and supporting each other's sinister activities. Among the dark web chatter, Marcus found references to a prominent stalker known as Phobos, who was rumored to be a master manipulator of digital shadows. The pieces started to fall into place, and Marcus began to believe that Phobos and Digital Phantom might be the one and the same. But proving it and finding a way to stop them would be a daunting task.